Okay, this video is going to show us how to get started with our photo slideshow that we're making in Adobe Premiere. First thing I want to do is make sure we have our files all organized. So I'm in the student folders. I'm in my folder and my video production folder, and I've made a folder called Dairy Photo Slideshow. I'd like you to do the same with your last name. Inside there we need to put all of our media. Now some of you may still have your photos in the cloud in the Google folder that you created a couple weeks ago. So if that's the case, you're going to need to go to your apps and go to your Google Drive and find the folder with your work in it. So for example, let's see what we have here. So we have Jackson's got a photo slideshow and all of his pictures are in here, so he's going to need to download that folder. So that would look something like this. I would right click, hit download. Alright, once they're downloaded, you're going to go to your downloads folder. It's going to be a zipped file. You're going to copy that right into your network drive, into your student folder here, and you're going to right click and extract here, so you have all those pictures there, and put them in your media folder. Alright, I've got my own photos here, so I'm going to keep moving forward. Alright, so once you have your pictures in your folder, we're going to go ahead and get started in Adobe Premiere. So launch Adobe Premiere Pro, and we're going to start a new project, and we're going to make sure we set up our settings correctly and then import our photos. So take a second to load. Here we are, so we're going to say new project. Right here we want to give it a name, and the name of the project is, last name photo slideshow. And this is key right here, in that you want to make sure you're sending it to the right location. I'm sending it to, right now I'm going to send it to Doug's folder. I don't want to send it there. So I'm going to go to student folders, find my folder, make sure it's in my video production, and it's my photo slideshow. I'm going to put it on the slideshow level and hit select folder. Okay, hit OK. Next up, we're going to import the media. So we should be set up just like this is our project bin right here. I'm happen to be in the effects tab. You could be in the assembly tab, which would look like this to pull things in. Okay, before we even start pulling things in, I just want to make sure yours is on project. You might be in media browser. If you click over here to project, we should be good. I'm going to right click and say new item, and we want to create our sequence, and we want to change our settings slightly. We're going to go with HDV 1080-30. This should work well for high definition television if you want to play this at home on your TV. Alright, and we can even name this sequence, again, give it the same name as our project, Dairy Slideshow. So when it exports, we're good. Alright, so again, I'm under HDV. These are my settings. Hit OK. Now it's created a sequence here. I'm ready to start bringing in my media. I can right click and hit import. I can hit Control I, or I could just drag items in here, whichever is easiest for you. I'm going to hit import, and this time I'm going to try something a little different. I'm going to import the whole folder. So I'm just going to hit import folder. And now it's going to be organized here, and you might have multiple folders. You might have, maybe the slideshow has got 3 different components to it. It's got, the Grand Canyon, Yellowstone National Park, and something else. So you could pull in photos. That way you won't be a little bit easier to organize them. That takes care of setting up the folder. I'm going to point you off to some other videos. You can do this in many different ways, and I found some really great videos to help you along with the project.